Gregg for online tennis instruction, and following on for the previous video we did on inside out swing path and spacing, one of the things I really want to highlight is the importance of getting the outside leg out sufficiently where you can actually complete your turn and load over the outside leg. And what we find happens a lot to players, especially when they move into position, they don't have a strong enough step with the outside leg and they end up stepping across and they get too close to the ball. So the key is to make sure you really have a strong step out, but then if you're going to step in a neutral stance, you're stepping forward, so you're not stepping or crowding the ball. So what you can do is you can now add some movement to that. So I have these dots here as a reference. So I'm going to split step, I'll turn, I'm going to load, I'm going to complete my unit turn, and I'm going to load on my outside leg. I'm going to step forward into neutral stance and then swing over that dot. And I'm going to recover back. Move out here and come back. I want to do this over and over. Okay, I can do the same thing on the backhand side. Do it one-handed. Do one more one-handed. So see how my left foot is going out, strong step. So I'm turning over that leg. I'm going to then step in that neutral stance to try to avoid crossing over too much where I crowd the ball. Let's watch it again. You can see it on the two-handed backhand. Watch that one more time. All right, so you can do shadow swings like that. And also if you have the TopspinPro, you can put it there so it gives you a target where you can learn how to position your feet. All right, so now I'm going to complete the same drill, but I'm going to put the TopspinPro over my hitting zone and make sure that I correctly land on place my right foot on this dot and my left foot on the dot in front. So I'm going to move into position. It's going to give me a nice feeling of the kind of spacing I need in order to be able to swing inside out. Now you can do the same thing on the backhand by placing the TopspinPro over here. Again, I'm going to move out a couple steps over to my right. Moving in position here. Coming back. Do it one-handed as well. All right, so there you have it. That's a way for you to work on getting the outside leg behind the ball and loaded so that you don't have to step across to make up ground where you jam yourself, get too close to the ball, but you also lock up your hips. If you're going to hit in a neutral stance, you want to be stepping more straight ahead. That way your hips don't get locked, so you get power, but also it allows you to have the appropriate spacing where you can swing inside out. But you want to practice that with movement. So by having the TopspinPro, it's a great tool to have when working on this, because now you have a target here, a contact point, and you can work on finding your position with your feet, appropriate distance away from this contact point where you can still swing and develop that inside out swing path.
Because topspin is such an important part of the game, and because so many of our students struggle with developing real topspin on their ground strokes, we've now teamed up with Phil Hoffmeyer, the inventor of the TopspinPro training aid, to bring you a very special deal. This week only, you can try out the TopspinPro training aid, and you get OTI instructor Gregg Sueur's new training program on mastering topspin as a free bonus. For all the details on this special offer, simply click the link underneath this video right now.